They had their way with my ass tonight. They rate me really good, alright. Fuck you, Bungie. Fuck you. How about that? How about that? Fuck you. Fuck you, Bungie. I'm just gonna say that. Fuck you. That's how I'm gonna start out. With a song about being raped and then saying fuck you to Bungie. I before I even get into this, I have to ask, to work at Bungie, is it a prerequisite that you've been dropped on your fucking head as a child? Do you have to have been dropped on your fucking head as a child to work there? Uh, uh, I'm sorry, these fucking clowns don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. None. Zero. Now, I'm saying this because I'm very upset. I paid $40 for a DLC drop, and it's absolutely fucking garbage. Now, you got all the Destiny nut huggers out there, like, well, just wait 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 18 months, 17 years, it'll be really good, guys. Oh my god. I need to take a deep breath. I need to take a deep breath because that imbecilic idiocy is part of the problem. You have all these motherfuckers. I don't care if it's wrestling. I don't care if it's anywhere. Anything where people consume mass media from other fucking people, developers, whatever. They are so goddamn content with mediocre bullshit. And, I've stated this before. I'm going to say it again. I'm sick and tired of hearing developers say, "Well, it's just an entitled gamer." You're goddamn right. I'm entitled. You know why? Because I pay your motherfucking bills. That's why I'm entitled. I dropped $40 fucking. Now keep in mind, it was 35, which is bullshit, by the way. And living in upstate fucking New York with 9% sales tax, it was close to $40. Fuck you. And now I understand, yes, there's more coming. There's content from December 4th all the way to August, which I think is a fucking crock of bullshit. Okay, because I seen what they gave me on day fucking one. You know what they gave me on day fucking one? A kick in the fucking dick. That's what they gave me. They might as well just said, here, we'll take $40 from you, and then you can go fuck yourself. Now, I what I'm at a loss for words. I haven't even got into what is pissing me off, and anybody who actually plays the game knows what I'm pissed off about. This fucking idiocy DLC. No, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm going to go back. I'm gonna go back 5 fucking years. Okay. I was very excited for Destiny 1. Now, I'll be honest with you, Destiny 1 had very similar problems. But it was a different experience. I actually liked Destiny 1. The reason is because it was playable. You know why? Because you had random rolls from day fucking one. So that means, okay, if I got let's say I got gun A, I can get gun A again, but it has better perks like explosive rounds or, the range is farther. There was perks. So you could get 900 of the same fucking gun and each one could be slightly different. Of course, with RNG bullshit, I ended up getting like 8 of the same fucking gun with the exact same fucking perks, but whatever. So I wasn't all down on Destiny 1. And Destiny 1 did get better. It did get better. Now, I don't think the Wolves DLC was as great as it could have been. I thought that was a very weak DLC. Although it did add some very good content, it was just, I don't know, something about it. And then they took it away. They took parts of it away. The Wolves come in because they had this bad guys group called the Wolves, and they would like come in, like drop ship, and you shoot them and kill them. For those who don't know. And they took that out. And they left it in like one area, I think on Mars or some bullshit. And it was like, I don't like that. I don't like the idea of taking stuff out. There's barely enough content in the fucking game to begin with, and now it's like, oh, we're gonna remove this. Oh, okay, sure. Are you gonna replace it? No, no, no. We'll remove it. We ain't gonna replace it. You paid for it. We're just gonna remove it. Whatever. So, anyways, I was not down. I was not as down on it as some people were. Now I understand some people didn't like it, but at least, like I said, it was playable. And then we had Destiny. We had Season 1. We had, or not Season, we had Year 1 and Year 2, Year 3. And then we go into Destiny 2. And you know what they decided to do? I mean, seriously, you got Deej and the boys over there sitting around banging their head against the wall until they see fucking blood, talking about, well, you know what we're gonna do? This is Deej, by the way. This is my voice of Deej. Fuck him. Fuck them. You know what we're gonna do, guys? They're gonna take everything in Destiny 1. They're gonna throw it in the trash. That's what they did. They threw it all in the trash. They said, fuck you, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Now, I understand there was some quality of life issues that they changed. Fine. Appreciate that. They did want to make it a little more casual, and I do appreciate that because, yes, there were definitely people who would play a game if it was a little more casual. But what did they do? They took out everything that made the game playable and then acted like it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Even the casuals were like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is all this shit? So, by doing the imbecility of Year 1 of Destiny 2, we just got off Year 1, by the way. Early September, September 4th, I believe. We just got off Year 1. This is starting Year 2. And then we had the big update, and they changed stuff around. They made it very similar to Destiny 1, and you can grind for the same fucking weapon with different perks, and it's there. So you do the same monotonous bullshit over and over and over in hopes to get that god roll perfect gun. Well, as a direct result of all of this, the 5 people who are still playing, me being one of them, because I have no life and I'm a fucking loser, and I admit that. Everybody else jumped ship and like, fuck this, we're done. Yet. What's the first thing that they fixed? When there was this huge backlash. Actually, the backlash started around December because, yeah, the main campaign was good. It was very good, actually. The story, you can say what it is. It at least had a story compared to Destiny, because Destiny 1 didn't even have a story. Everybody was pissing and complaining that the story wasn't there. And then they did lore and little back tabs and shit of stuff that was going on, but you had to go to a secondary site. It was not in game, and it was just bullshit. At least Destiny 2 had a story, and it was okay. It wasn't a great. It wasn't like I'm not jumping for joy. Okay, but it was what it was, and it was decent. It was bare minimum decent. I'll give it that. I'm not going to hate on that. But after about a month and a half... Actually, no, fuck it. Fuck it. I was 3 weeks into the game. Now, I admit, I play crazy. Okay? But I know people who have wives and kids and jobs. They were right there with me. Okay? They were right there. In fact, a couple of them were even higher level than me. Okay, and these people have lives. I had no life. They have lives, and they were higher level than me. Okay? And what happened, 3 weeks into it, I knew this was a problem. I knew there was a problem 3 weeks into it. Because they have shaders. Now, back in Destiny 1, this is something that they changed for whatever fucking reason, whatever. The shaders. The fucking shaders. So what would happen, you get a shader. Once you get it, you keep it. You fucking keep it. Now they're decided, well, you know what we're going to do? Instead of letting you buy a shader and keeping it and just putting, like, here's what you could do is you take your armor, your gun, and let's say there's a bluish black or something, and it would change the color of your gun, and it would change the different textures of it and stuff, and let's say there was a reddish purple and a green and turquoise, whatever fuck else you want. You know. But once you acquired it, it was yours. And you could have put on anything, anytime, anywhere. And their impotent logic, they're like, oh, let's like that really good idea. Bang my head against the wall there, Deej. Dirt, 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 dirt. There's some blood. Oh, my Christ. They then decided to turn it into a consumable. Probably because they were going to fucking microtransaction that bullshit. I wouldn't be fucking shocked. I would not be shocked. And know what they did? No, what did they do? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Huh? Huh? What did they do? They fucked it up, is what they did. But no, here's what they did. They turned it into a consumable, and they give you 50 slots. Within 3 weeks, I had over 50 fucking shaders. And, oh, by the way, I think it was around the 3-week mark when they had the first faction rally. There's these 3 different factions. Of course, they don't explain any of the factions. I could be giving my services to a child molesting pedophile. The fuck do I know what these people are doing? You got New Monarchy. I know the fuck idea what they are. You got Future War Cult. Other than that creepy bitch, she's like, we're out there, get me a stogie, guys. She got that deep voice. Time for war, guys. You know, whatever. Whatever. And then you got the dude from Prison Break. What's his name? Peter whatever the fuck his name is. He's a German car salesman. He did a weird German car advertisement. Great guy. I love the guy. He's talking, whatever. And I do tend to like their shaders. Only because I want a black shader. I don't give a fuck about, oh yeah, there's a black and white shader and 90% of your outfit's white. Who the fuck wants a white outfit? I want a black, motherfucker. I want all black. It's just straight black. Nothing else. No blue. Maybe a little blue. But whatever. And as you're doing stuff for them in the world, these factions, they would give you new shaders. Well, we got a whole bunch of influx of new shaders. Ain't got no goddamn room for them. So now you've got to micromanage these things. They have what's called the vault, where you store all your shit. That's filled up because you got your guns, and now you got the shaders, and you got 50 shaders on you. Now, I forgot what it was, 200 or 300 slots in the vault. And then you say that's a lot of space. No, it's not. You got 50 guns, and they all got different perks and shit, and you don't know, because the problem with this type of game, they're always tweaking shit. So, okay, maybe today this sniper's really good, but next week they're going to tweak it, and the shotgun's going to be really good, and that shotgun's good, but that one's not. And then they'll tweak it, and they'll roll reverses, so the one that was no good is now really good, and the one that was good is not good. So you don't know what you want. You don't know what to keep. You don't know what to get rid of. All that. So your inventory is all fucked up. And then another fucking problem, they give you 5 or 6 shaders at a time. And if you want to delete them, you gotta hold the button, and you see a little bar. The bar is slowly filling like a snail going across the screen. It's going. That's just for one. And then you gotta hold the button. And if you're not careful and you're holding the button too long, it'll act like you ain't doing shit. So you gotta take your thumb off the button and then put it back on. And then you get rid of number 2. After about 3 weeks, I had like 300. That one, I had like 300 of the one. It was a shitty, ugly shader from like IO or something. Like IO, like some flower thing, whatever the fuck it was. Ugly fucking shader. I had like 172 of those, and then that other one, it was the one on Earth, and it had, honest to God, I had over 300 of them fucking things. And you're like, $299, $298. Are you fucking kidding me? Finally, they did fix that. They did fix that, and now it's like you hit the button, and it's gone. You hit it again, it's gone, and that only took them 5 fucking years to fix, but hey, whatever. That's not, because that shit was going on in Destiny 1. Not necessarily with the shaders per se, but there was other stuff they do that. and it's gone. And you got like 10 things. Oh my God, Christ, fuck, whatever. I haven't even gotten into the why I'm pissed. I haven't. I'm going over why the game is fucking shit. Why they are complete imbecilic fucks. They completely took everything that was good, clean and wholesome, and they fucked it. They ruined it. They ruined it like a little bitch at the prom. They fucking ruined it. A little bitch in her dress, and they ruined it. They ruined it for life. Oh my God. So anyway, let me fast forward because I don't want to be talking about this bullshit anymore. So they fucked up year one, Destiny 2. They fucked it up. Something in my throat, man. Whatever. What the fuck? Anyways. Anyways. So they fucked it up. They fucked up year one. Completely fucking stupid. People were pissed. Like around December. People were pissed. The thing came out in like September. So October, November, December. 3 months. Actually, it wasn't even 3 months. It was like literally 3 weeks. I knew there was a problem. And everybody else started to say, hey, this is what the fuck. What else is there to do? So as it was backlash. Now here's what the problem is. They had their little bullshit DLCs that people bought. Because stupid people like me, like, oh, let's buy the DLC. Yay. We'll buy the DLC. Because they were selling the DLC season pass right before the fucking thing even launched. They're like, oh yeah, give us some more money and we'll give you some more content. The game's not even out yet, but here you go. So they had all their little bullshit DLCs. Most of it was cut from the fucking main game, which don't even get me started. And the little bit that wasn't is they basically had in the pipeline, which means there was no major tweaks, there was no changes. So people were pissed off in December when the first DLC was about to hit. And what happens? People were pissed and complaining. We need to fix this. You need to do that. Blah 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 blah. Blah. And then they had the canned DLC come out, which is just more of the same bullshit. And people are like, "What the fuck you guys doing?" And then 3 months later, same shit in the pipeline, canned bullshit, and people are like, we've been bitching about this for like 6 months now. What the fuck you idiots doing? Well, and then they come out and like, well, we're not gonna be able to do anything until well, goddamn year later, dude. It was a year later that they actually made any type of implementation of changes. And the first thing they did change the raid reward. Woo! Whoop-de-fucking-do. Here's the news flash. You alienated 99% of your fucking player base. You know how hard it is to try to do the fucking raid when it was people playing? You know how hard it is now to do it? Well, you got the guarded games. Yeah, I can sit there for 45 fucking minutes and maybe find some random assholes to play with. Oh, you could go to LFG. Well, what the fuck am I, Obama? Am I a community organizer? Dude, I sit down in my chair to play the fucking game. I'm not gonna sit there, where's my phone? I gotta go here and then tap into this. If somebody do, I ain't got time for that fucking shit. I want to play the fucking game. I sit down to play, not sit down to community fucking organize. Bullshit. I had to change 5 different clans because they were dead as fuck. Nobody's the fuck on. Nobody. This new one that I'm in right now, I think 4 people came back. There's like 130 people on it. And 4 people came back. And I'm one of them. So I'm like number 5. There's me and like 4 of the guys. The one before that, dead as dicks. The one before that, even deader. I don't even know what the other one was. Because they've alienated the fucking player base. People are like, I'm not going to pay for this fucking bullshit. I'm not going to buy any more of this bullshit until they fucking figure it out, and they haven't figured it out. So, this game that actually was a very interesting social experiment, if you will, because people were coming on, they were doing, like back when they had the Loot Cave. Dude, the Loot Cave was the single greatest thing that's ever happened to reality. Okay, it's right up there with LOL cats. Okay, bullshit. Okay, because what happened was in Destiny 1, it was this little area. For those who don't know, it was this little area, and the way the bad guys, or ads as they're called, spawned, they would come out of this little cave. Well, people would go shoot into the little cave, Because what happened is if they got away, they'd all kind of disperse. So you have to kill the ones that are out, and then get in position and kill everybody as they come out. And they would drop reward. They would drop loot, and they would drop engrams, which would turn into weapons or armor or whatever. And people would sit there and farm the. I did it. They would farm the fuck out of like you. I would start the game in a certain area, and I would drive all the way up around the back and around the side and around the corner and up the hill and go to this area. And there was always like 5 or 6 people there, and it was really fucking fun, man. I really appreciated that as a fan of the game. Because it's like we were doing something together. It was like this collective community thing, and it was not intentional. It wasn't obviously something they wanted us to do. But it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, there's 5 or 6 people, and we get into this rhythm where it's like we'd all start shooting, peep 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 peep. We'd all just shoot into the cave, and then once we'd run out of bullets, we'd all run back into the cave. Because they drop ammo too. We'd get ammo drops, and there'd be purples and blues and greens and all these different options for weaponry and gear. And we'd all run in there, and we'd all run right back, and we'd do it again. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know. I just like the idea that there were people doing it, and that I was going to go do it independently of them, but then they're right there doing it with me. And it wasn't like one of the public events where it's like, the screen flashes like, oh, public event, and everybody runs to that. No, this was just something we all kind of did independently. Like, we all came independently together for a common goal. I appreciated that. That was a really cool thing. And then, of course, little nerdy kids like started complaining about it, and then they got rid of it. Whatever. Anyways, let me get into the point of this new DLC. Now, here's the problem. December 4th. Okay, they pegged it as... Now, I'm not going to sit there and say... No, before I get into that, I'm not going to say that they didn't inform us what it was. I understood it wasn't... It didn't have like a major story element. I understood it was a smaller content drop. I understand it was more endgame. I want more endgame, because that's one thing the game was lacking. Endgame content. Okay, so you're giving us more endgame. Cool. I like that. Appreciate that. I don't necessarily think I should have to pay for that at this point. Dude, you gotta understand. $60 for the game. I think the first DLC was $30, close to $40. And then there was another... I just paid for one. Did we have to pay for... I can't remember. Did we have to pay for the... I think we did, actually. The last one in September. I think we had to pay for that, too. I think that was another 30... Whatever the fuck it was. And now, we're talking a couple $100 here. I've dumped a couple $100 into this game. Fuck Destiny 1. I dumped a bunch of money into that. I bought all the DLC because I liked it. It's just one of those games you go on, you can kind of fool around and just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's the kind of game that I want, that's long-term, something I can get a lot of use out of and a lot of time into. And so updating it is a must for me. So I want to update it. But when you're going to offer it and make a big stink about it, oh, it's launch day, the new expansion's coming out on the 4th of December, and oh, we're gonna hype it up a little bit, here's a little vid doc, or whatever the fuck it is they do, and here's some videos, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna go to Twitter, and all these other fucking social media platforms, we're gonna tell you how great it is, and oh my god, watch the video, watch us play it, and blah 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 blah. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I am all for... well, actually, I don't know if I'm all for what's there, because... Alright, here's what happened. The game is based upon levels. Now, I actually don't understand why there's 2 different levels. There's your main level, which is 50, And then there's your light level, which is the one that really matters. And that tops out, well, at the time, last week, when it came out, December 4th, at 600. Now, I was at 600 with two of my characters, and I think I was like 597 with the other one. So I was 600. Let's call it what it was. I was 600 across the board. And so I was as high as you could go. As high as you can go. I'm ready for the new content. Right? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? New content is dropping. Like it's been like airlifted up in a like a parachute in a little box, and it's like back in the day when they would send all that relief to the Iraqis, the boxes and shit, and they just push it out of the plane with a parachute, and the boxes fell on the Iraqis and killed them. I don't know if you remember that story. That's what this was. I was literally dancing underneath it, like Game and Watch. I was dancing underneath that motherfucker, waiting for it to drop on my fucking head. I'm like, oh, this is great, new DLC. Fine. I want stuff to do, more stuff to do. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. Wonderful. So I get it. I dropped $40 fucking dollars. I download it. Takes God knows how fucking long to download. An update. It fucking bullshit. These download times in the fucking PS4 is atrocious bullshit, but whatever. So I get it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go launch day. It's in. It's ready to go. There's going to be an update. I'm counting the time, looking at the clock. I'm like, oh, it's 11:30. No, actually, it was like a little after 11. Like, oh, we got to have maintenance for 10, 15 minutes. I looked it up online. Yeah, we're probably around quarter after 12. About 45 minutes, it'll be ready to go, and you can start downloading it. Okay, I was like, fine. I'll get some lunch, watch some YouTube, download this fucking thing. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. I get it. Ready to go. Turn it on. It takes an hour to fucking load, but whatever. Then it literally takes about 20 minutes to get to your fucking character select. Because there's 3 different characters. And, of course, I have one of each character, so it is what it is. So I get to choose, and of course I'm going to take my main character. Sort of got. Anyways, then it takes like an hour and a half to fucking load that, and whatever. Their load times are bullshit. I thought they said they were fixing that. Now, if they fixed that they didn't do jack shit, because it still is fucking slow as shit. Okay, now if that's something coming, okay, fine, but if... it should not take that long to fucking load. I'm sorry. The game is not that extensive, okay? It's not. In fact, it doesn't even take that long to load the basic stuff. No, I shouldn't say that. It does take a while. But considering that when you get to your character select screen and you're selecting where you want to go, that doesn't even take as long as just getting to the character select screen, because they got to go through the whole thing. They got to, make sure authenticate your freaking disc, and then you got the DLC, you got all this stuff, and they spend so much goddamn time trying to figure all that shit out instead of just pumping me into the fucking game and just shutting the fuck up and giving me my shit. Whatever. So anyways, I start playing it. Already, like 30 seconds into it, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? There's nothing new. Nothing new at all. Nothing. It's nothing new. I look, same old shit. I'm like, okay, what do I do? I don't know. So I go to the tower, which is your main hub. I'm like, okay, is there anything going on here? No, ain't got anything going on there. So I'm looking at different planets, different things. Now, I didn't know anything going into it. I'm like, okay, where the fuck do I go? Finally, there's this dude named Spider. And I see he's glowing. He got a little blinker light. He's like, okay, all right, fine. So I go to see what his inquiry is about, and he gives me a quest. I'm like, okay, cool, quest. This is it. This is the start of this grandiose fucking DLC. He then sends me to look for... I literally feel like Jim up in the attic looking for them, not even telling us what to look for. He gives me this key card It doesn't make any damn sense at all. Why he has a key card, but whatever, I don't know. Because again, it didn't add no story to it, so it's like, I mean, at least you could add enough story to be like, okay, why does this guy have a card, and where the fuck do I go? I mean, at least you could add that into the game. So it's another quest of, gee, where the fuck do I go? So you look at this planet, no, nothing new there. You look at that planet, no, nothing new there. Finally, randomly, I'm like, oh, let me check the tower. Oh, well, shit, blink, 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 there's a new area, or a new little thing. I'm like, okay, guess we're going to the tower. So I end up going to the tower. Well, apparently there's been this hidden armory at the tower. I've been playing the thing for 5 goddamn years. Didn't know there's no fucking hidden armory. Hell, I didn't even know there was a freaking ramen shop back there until just recently, a year and a half ago. Stupid ass bullshit. And apparently there's this robot woman. And she ain't too happy with me. I don't know why she ain't happy. I don't know. There ain't no story. I mean, at least you could have a goddamn story to tell me why the bitch ain't happy. The bitch ain't happy with me. I ain't never met her a day in my life, but she's pissed at me for some fucking reason. I hold up the key card, and she's like, "Oh, I don't like you, but you can come in and take our weapons. But we don't have any weapons because we have to reforge the forge, which is so goddamn original. Whatever." Fat, fucking Batman just did that shit where you have to like restart the forge and shit. Thor did that just recently. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break with that start the forge bullshit. Fucking Lord of the Rings kind of bullshit. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, so we go do that shit. Okay, fine. That's part one. And then it's like, oh, go and do this and kill X number of people and bad guys. And okay, fine. We go back to Earth. We kill a bunch of people. Oh, you gotta part two. You gotta find this random dude. Which luckily the random dudes were showing up like a week ago, so everybody kind of knew where they were. Or at least had an idea where they were. So then you sit around and you wait for this motherfucker to show up. It could take 15, 20 minutes. And at least 10, 15 minutes. So you're sitting there and you're twiddling your thumbs. Now keep in mind, this is brand new DLC, and within 10 minutes I'm sitting there waiting for somebody to show up. Finally they show up. Okay. I take them out. They have 2 little boxes. I go to one of the boxes to get the core, because I need the core. I need the core to get the weapon. Or to at least start the mission to the weapon. Or, excuse me, to get to where I can actually get to the forge. I need the core to get to the forge, basically. And then they want you to do this, and they want you to do that. And then you got to kill this one, and kill this group, and these yellow bar guys, because they have the little health bar. And you got to kill those guys, and blah, blah, blah. Just random, stupid grinding. Now, I like grinding. I like grinding. I like it. I don't necessarily have a problem with it, per se. This was just pointless fucking grinding for the simple fact of pointless fucking grinding, and it was stupid. It wasn't even original, and it wasn't even fun. It was kind of stupid, actually. 30 minutes into this pile of fucking filth, I finally get to the goddamn forge. Which is a whole other area. After I did all that other bullshit. So I've leveled everything up. We have this quest, and there's things you have to do in the quest. They're all done, and now we're ready to forge. I go, I load in, I drive to the fucking area, around the bend, and around the back, and I find it, I get it. I get into this new area that I've never seen before, and it's like, okay, now what do we do? And you see this fucking triangle dildo thing sitting in the middle of the room, and you're like, okay, that's got to be the forge. That's got to be the forge. You walk up to it, and it says, want to start matchmaking? I'm like, yeah, let's start matchmaking. Swear to God, fucking above and beyond. The minute I start matchmaking, we're getting our asses handed to us. It's a fucking rape. It's like pull down your fucking pants in the middle of fucking Harlem and get fucking raped. So I was like, okay, that didn't work. Now I admit, it's our first time, my first time. Not really sure what to do. I kind of pieced together that of all the hordes of bad guys, the guys who were glowing blue were pretty important. You shoot them, they drop a ball. Some of them drop two, occasionally maybe, I think maybe three, I could be wrong on that. And what you do, you pick up the ball and you throw it at the forge. And then it says 1 of 20. And I'm like, oh, okay. But you got all these ads, all these random fucking bad guys. And you're like, okay. Now you notice in the corner of the screen, under where it says 1 of 20, you have these three little bars. Now I'm familiar with those three little bars, those little triangle bars, or those diamond bars, because I'm familiar with those, because that's how you do everything else. That means there's three waves. Now, everything else in Destiny, you have to kill enough ads. Once you kill enough ads, the bar fills up and it goes into the next level. So I'm thinking, okay, well, we got 3 levels to get this thing to 20. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh no 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 no! No 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 no! You start off with about 2 minutes. No, about 2 minutes or whatever the hell it is. I don't even know what it is, but it's not very long. You have to get 20 of these fucking balls and you just take it and throw it at the fucking thing. Now, of course, you can miss, by the way, and the thing will bounce off. Once you get 1 of 20, then you go into. That's how you go to the next round. Killing the random bad guys does nothing. You basically have to kill the blue guys. Of course, there's so many random bad guys that you do have to take out a few of them. You know, just fucking survive. But okay, whatever. So, after about 4 or 5 attempts of complete failure, I was like, "Fuck this shit," and I left. I went and played Smash Brothers. I watched a video of it, figured out, okay, well, once you get 20, you then got to do round 2. Now, keep in mind, I am at 600 at this point. It's new content. It's content drop day. I am playing the new content. And then when I realized that, I think it was it 630 or 625 or some bullshit. There's no way I can do 25 levels above. They have sense because of the fucking outrage of just stupidity. Because, see, the problem is they're too stupid and lazy. I think that's got to be what it is, to actually make the fucking thing scale up. Because one of the problems with Destiny 1 is when they did the first raid, and then they started adding levels, you could literally go through the first raid in like 5 minutes. It just completely just melt everybody. I'll be honest with you, I kind of like that, especially after the fact. You know? Because if you were playing normal, you wouldn't have the kind of light level that we did in the end game, and you'd have to play it normal. But the rest of us who had actually done it, or gotten to that point, like I didn't do a lot of the raids, you know, but it was kind of nice to do it 300 levels above what you're supposed to. You literally melt everybody. It was, to me, that was a fun way to do it. Raid, because I'm not a raid person, so it is what it is. But they refused to do that because they'd actually have to scale shit up, and it's like, well, so instead of making this fucking thing, I don't know, 600, and I'm 600, and let me play 600, and let me actually play the fucking shit that I just bought within 30 minutes. Not even that. There's boring grind, boring bullshit to get to a point where it says, oh, by the way, yeah, you gotta pause this and come back in 2 to 3 weeks and do all the other mundane bullshit that you've been doing for the last 2 years. And I gotta be honest with you, that's not how you do a DLC, folks. That's not how you do it. You don't. Dude, it would be the equivalent of taking your kids to fucking Toys R Us. They all go in there and they're looking at their favorite toy through the glass, and you're like, you want that? And they're like, yeah, I want that. And then you kick them right in the fucking head and say, fuck you, get out. We'll come back in 3 to 6 weeks. What? 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 Hear me. December 4th was a big day. It was DLC drop day. I go to play it. 30 minutes into it, I'm told I can't fucking continue. And, go do the rest of the same boring bullshit that you've been doing. You know what? I gave up on it. I gave up on it. That was finally the straw that fucked the camel's asshole because I'm done. Now, the whole DLC. Now, this one drop of DLC is supposed to last us from December into January, into February, and sometime early March will be the next drop. So, this mundane bullshit. Because what. Now, just for the record, I don't know if I explained this again, because you probably don't know. Once you set up the forge, you then can start making weapons. And there's weapon frames. I forgot to mention that. So this whole early process was to get the forge up and running. I finally got the forge up and running, and it's like the forge is like, yeah, don't fuck you. You can't do nothing because your light level is bullshit. And then they're gonna come out with the fucking raid 3. Dude, the raid in 3 days is I think level 630. No, there's some people right now at 625. I don't know how the fuck they got 625. Obviously, they're all playing bullshit with the fucking clans and shit. My clan ain't non-existent. And it's, I mean, I don't even know who half these fucking people are. I'm only on a clan to get the free stuff. I'm not, oh, yeah, let's communicate with... No, fuck that shit. I don't know who these people are. Fuck them. Swear to God. And that was my experience of Destiny's DLC Black Armory, because okay, it was supposed to be pretty cool. There's this fabled armory with all these great fucking weapons, and well, we assume they're great. All they are is reskin bullshit. They basically take the same fucking weapon, reskin it, change the color a little bit, tweak a few perks like the range and the distance and the damage and all that bullshit, and just tweak a little bit and say, oh, here's a new gun. And now, first off, what they should have done, the minute you walk in that fucking armory, they give you a goddamn gun. It's a fucking armory. There's one gun left, and they say, here you fucking go. Take the goddamn gun and fucking have fun with it. That's how you start out a DLC. And then you go, and she said, do you want more? Fix the forge, asshole. I fixed the fucking forge, and then, oh, here's the kicker. There's going to be multiple forges, okay? I don't know how many. I don't even care at this point because I can't get the first one done. There's at least 2 out right now. They did 2 in the first week. Why the first one couldn't have been 600, and why the second one couldn't be what this one's light level is requirement. So yeah, do the first one, then do the second one, and make the second one a little bit harder. I could probably... No, I think it would be bullshit. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it would be complete bullshit. You get a brand new DLC. You do all the bullshit to get the forge up and running. And then you complete it, you get a gun, and be like, oh, we'll see you in 3 days when we give you part 2, but that's light level's going to be so fucking hard you can't do anything with it. For at least another couple weeks. I can almost deal with that because you know what? I beat the first forge. They gave me a gun at the beginning, and then I got the forge, and I completed the machine gun. So I got 2 guns in a forge to complete it. Because the point of this thing is you're going to get random rolls, so you're going to want to continuously redo this. And yeah, once I'm a higher level, I'll just be pumping it out all over continuously. But they did not. They were thinking long term and not, oh, this is DLC drop day. Are they going to have fun doing it? Short answer, no. No. Now, what they have planned for the next 3 months, if this is any indication, honestly, I don't think I've never legitimately toyed, if that's a good word, with the concept of asking for a fucking refund. I swear to Christ, I have never, and I've played some stupid, nasty fucking games before. Just broken bullshit. Just garbage across the board. No Man's Sky was a great example. I never would have asked for my money back. Just something I wouldn't even consider. This is the one time I would consider it. 30 minutes in of bullshit, boring bullshit. By the way, it wasn't because you could have a grind and it's not necessarily fun per se, but it's engaging. It's interesting. This was neither of those things. It wasn't fun. It wasn't engaging. It was bullshit. And then you finally get it all done, like, oh, let's go check out the Forge. And you go to Forge and you matchmake and you team up with 2 other people. And you just get your nuts slapped constantly, over and over. I tried it again today. I went up, what? I'm 606 right now. I tried it again. Got her nuts handed. I did make it off the first round. Oh, getting better. Getting better. Another week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe 3. I might be able to play the fucking thing. Of course, I played for like 4 hours today. And I went up 1 point. 1 fucking point. One of the pieces of gear I got, complete bullshit. It was under fucking level. Why it was under level? I swear to Christ. I swear to God. This is just shit you don't do. Yet, a group of adults, I assume they're all adults, I assume they're not all in diapers, are partly fucking retarded. I am assuming these things. Although, I'll be honest with you, it's hard to tell that a group of adults sat there and was like, hey, okay, right level 325, 625, guys. Really? And nobody, no one there said, hey, guess what? This isn't fun. Oh, it might be fun in a couple weeks. And you got these fucking nut huggers at IGN, one specifically, a little show that I was watching. He's like, well, this might be good in 12 weeks. Oh, can't really say it's good or bad. Oh. No, I can say it's bad. You know why it's bad? Because I'm not playing it, nor am I having fucking fun. Will I have fun in 12 weeks? Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, hear me. Do you understand it? I don't know if the DLC... Basically, the dude was saying, we don't know if the DLC is going to be any good because we can't play it right now. We have to wait 12 weeks to see if it's any good. No. I can tell you it's no good. I can tell you that it's no fucking good. You know why? Because I can't fucking play it. That right there is a red flag. Ding, 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 ding. Fucking alarms and bells and bullshit going off saying, hey, guys, what? This might be a fucking problem. Yeah, you got the nut huggers. Oh, Destiny. Sucking the Destiny cock. Sucking that fucking cock. Now, I don't know what they think they're getting out of it. Free codes and shit for the new DLC and shit. I don't know. Maybe they gotta kiss ass to get that shit. I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I ain't getting free anything. I'm getting free fuck. That's about all I'm getting from them. They want to send me a code. I'll be like, hey, this DLC's great. I'll go on YouTube. Hey, guys. This is whatever the fuck my name is. I'll bring you another exciting edition. Ha ha. Like, subscribe, favorite. Ha ha. Bullshit fucking assholes, sons of bitches. Fake motherfuckers. God, I hate YouTubers. Oh my god. They're the only ones who can get this shit done. Because what did Bungie do? They flew out a bunch of these assholes, these YouTube cocksuckers. They're out there, oh, and then they have grain and rage. Yeah, you know why? Because these motherfuckers, they have 200k subs who want to play with their favorite YouTubers so that maybe they themselves can get views and shit and start monetizing their videos. Because if they get exposure from playing with their favorite YouTuber, yay! Guess what? I don't have a YouTube channel that's of any relevance. Clearly. So you know what? I get shit on. I'm the one who paid for it. These fuckers probably got it for free. These fucking developers hand these motherfuckers everything. They get free codes, they get trips, they get hotel expenses paid, and some of these little powwows that they do. Activision does that shit a lot. And you know who's left fucked over? The people who actually paid for the goddamn thing. That's like that for the Switch, the controller. They had these wired controllers. Actually, I think there's a couple of them now. But it started out with a red Mario one and a black Zelda one. And the black Zelda one was really cool. And I was like, I gotta get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. Okay. I went to Amazon. They were sold the fuck out. Hadn't even launched yet, and they were already fucking sold out. Okay, fine, it's a popular item. But you know what? The day they were supposed to sell, the day they were supposed to launch, every cocksucking YouTuber had 5 of them. Oh, this is what it looks like, and let me unbox it for you guys. Nintendo sent us over a copy. So he took like 100,000 of these fucking things, just gave them out to these asshole YouTubers, so there was none left in the fucking store for me. And I bought the fucker. I paid money. They didn't pay shit. Nintendo sent it to them. In fact, Nintendo lost money because they probably had to ship the fucking thing and it cost money to ship. But any motherfuckers didn't pay for shipping. I paid for shipping. I paid for their shipping. I paid for their fucking thing. I put the money into the fucking coffers. Guess who got fucked? Me. All these fucking YouTube nerds and with the fucking cock in their ass. And again, I had to pay for this shit, and I'm very upset with that. And not only that, not only did I have to pay for it, but I got mine late. They got theirs weeks in advance, so that they could make videos and test it out and do a review and blah 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 blah. And not only did they get the one, they got them both. They got the fucking Mario one, they got the fucking Zelda one, Link, on the cover. And a couple of them are like, well, we got 2 of them here in our channel. We'll be giving one away. It's like, why don't you give one to me, motherfucker? Scumbag assholes. Fucking parasitic fucks. And these are the people who are ruining everything. Because I'm telling you right now, it's either the fucking YouTuber who, oh, we want the grind, we want the rage. Your average consumer doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit. Your average consumer wants to have something to fucking do to waste away their fucking life. Okay? Not sit there, oh, gotta put content on YouTube. No. Fuck that. Swear to God. So, yeah, this whole DLC has been absolute fucking trash. Just straight fire fucking trash. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Bungie. I mean... it's like Invasion of the fucking Pod people or something. It's like... Destiny used to... Or Bungie used to be a really good development team. Like, really respected. They seemed to give a fuck about the community. The website, it was like fan oriented. It was like, you know, you as a gamer, I wanted to support them just because they were really cool with everybody. And now it's like, which I'm sure on some level they are, and I guarantee you 99% of that's Activision, Bobby Kotick's bullshit, all their fucking grubby, money hungry bullshit. Don't even get me started. Microtransaction bullshit, fucking you can't even get basic stuff anymore. It's like, honestly, God, there's gonna come a day when you literally have a blank fucking room. That's gonna be the game. You're gonna have a character. He's gonna be in his underpants, and you're gonna be in a blank room. You want to play? You want to buy some trees for this world? Fuck it, it's gonna cost you $5. You know, microtransaction, season pass to get trees. You want a road to run on? Nope. There's another $20. You want a castle at the end of that road? Well, shit. Give me a fucking break. Fucking garbage. Honestly, God, I remember when games were fucking complete. I gotta be honest with you, I will give Nintendo a lot of credit. I just picked up Smash Brothers. You know what's in Smash Brothers? A full fucking game. An absolutely full fucking game. No, they have DLC. Now I'm gonna wait until the DLC. I usually always wait till the DLC. I'd probably pay a little bit more, but I don't want to pay $80 in one sitting. I barely want to pay $60, 65. So I might drop. No, I might. When it comes to that, Smash Brothers, I will give them the $24. You're getting 5 new characters, which I think is bullshit for $24, but whatever. I think you're getting a couple new maps, which I don't. I'm not sure if that's great, but I'm gonna basically, I'm giving them my money. I'm gonna give them my money. Why? Why? Because they gave me a complete fucking game. Red Dead Redemption gave me a complete fucking game. Now, I did get a little hostile with their fucking servers, which is just absolute bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit with their servers. I'm still getting kicked out once in a blue moon. Dude, I was getting kicked out every... There was a couple times I was getting kicked out about every 3 minutes. In fact, there was times I got kicked out, started to reload back in, and then got kicked out while I was reloading. So that's kind of fucked up. I will give them my money when they finally adhere to the thing and start giving. Now, if they're going to be assholes about it, because you know they're greedy cocksuckers, they want as much money as they can possibly get, and I understand that going in. But if they're going to treat me like an idiot, then you're going to get nothing. Okay, they are. But they want to set up a system where it's like, okay, we respect you. Now give us your money. I mean, hey, there's some more money here. Take my wallet, shove it up your fucking ass. You can do whatever you want with it. Take it. There's my money. Okay. Now, if you're going to treat me with respect, I will give you money. You can act like you value my time. You're not going to sit there and fuck everything completely up. And then force me to pay. No, they did. They forced us to pay $40 for that DLC in September. It was $40. Yeah, that's right. It was $40 and then 30 something dollars. So it was like $70, $80 or some bullshit. Close to 75, I think it was, for the whole thing, which is supposed to be like a year's worth of content. So it's actually more than a fucking game. Do you realize that was more than an actual fucking game? Now, they did rework a lot of stuff. Yes, so they kind of did a new game. It ain't worth the price that I paid. Well, at least not yet. No, fuck it. It wasn't even the new DLC. Because I got a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie. That we had to pay for their fuck up, for them to fix things. I had to give them an extra $40. You can go fuck yourself. And then they had the nerve to say, "Oh, well, the season pass for another 35," which is what we're talking about here. Now, for the record, I can deal with the fact that it's a smaller content. It's going to be smaller content trickled out for a longer period, for like 3 months. I can deal with that. But what I can't deal with is that it's trickled so much that within half an hour it was just nothing more I could do. And then there was nothing else I could do because I had already done everything. So it's like, okay, you didn't level up. Doing what? Same old shit, but you already did it. Luckily, the reset is tomorrow. So I should be, if I go up another 6 levels, I should be 612. Which means I should be almost able to do it by next week. Fucking stupid. Dude, I'm sorry. It boggles my mind how you have assuming intelligent people just sitting there like, okay. How does that happen? You want somebody to act like a fucking retard? Hire me. I'll Skype call every one of you at the fucking Bungie headquarters. And I'll go, I'll talk to you in your language. I'll speak to you in words you can understand. I will speak to you so that you can get it. Okay? But yeah, like I said, I will definitely give companies money if their DLC is intelligent. And they don't make me feel like a complete imbecilic fuck. And you know what, hell, I'll even give Hello Kitty Games some fucking credit. You know, they fucked up No Man's Sky, but you know what? They came back and they put a shitload of content. They basically came in and fixed their problem. For the most part. I mean, there may be a few problems, but they basically, for the past, what is it, year and a half, whatever it's been, they actually have added content. No one's playing it, but they're adding content. You know what? I will give them credit for that. I will give them a shitload of credit for that. Because, hey, they fucked up. Now, I do think I owed a fucking apology. And yes, I am an entitled fucking gamer. I am definitely owed an apology for that game. Absolutely. Now, I'm sorry. No, fuck it. Let me talk about that for quick. Now, I wasn't all bent out of shape that Sean Murray's talking all this bullshit, like the Peter Molyneux of Fable, kind of bullshit. Like, oh, you plant the tree and you watch it grow, and then you can chop it down, and the real world changes, and there's gonna be all this grandiosity stuff, and it's just the greatest thing since sliced bread, and oh my God, the second coming of Jesus, you've never seen anything like this, and then you get kind of this watered down mundane game. Now, I loved Fable 1. A lot of it had to do with Danny Elfman's theme. Danny Elfman's theme for Fable was fucking fantastic. Danny Elfman's a beast. Whatever. But I love Fable 1. I really liked it. Wasn't perfect, it was linear, blah, blah, blah. Actually, I think the linearity was great, personally. I'm not a big fan of open world. Especially when I don't know where to fucking go. I'm not against linearity. I really am not. Because, guess what? If it's linear, you know where to go. So you're not spending all day like, gee, do I go this way? Do I do that? Do I chop down that tree and go past it? No. You know where to fucking go. You know where to go. I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate the simplicity sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Like, obviously, a Spider-Man game, you want open world. Okay, you don't want to see that sumbitch on rails. Unless it's like a DS game or some shit. Whatever. But, I mean, seriously, I will give them fucking money. Like, I would give Nintendo money right now for more Zelda DLC. Because, I'm sorry, I think they did it. I think they did it very well. Because you had one hell of a fucking... Dude, I'm sorry. For $60, that is one hell of a fucking game. Breath of the Wild. That is one hell of a fucking game. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say it's the best Zelda game ever. I think it's one of the best games ever, but I don't know. See, that's the problem with a lot of Zelda games. They're really great games. Like, Majora's Mask is a great game, but it's not a great Zelda game. It's not. There's like 4 dungeons. It's a very cool game, but it's not a good Zelda game. Because it's just not. It's just not a good Zelda game. I love the game, don't get me wrong. Like I said, hear what I'm saying. It's a great game, not a good Zelda game. The Breath of the Wild is similar in a lot of ways because the mechanics are different, the battling is different. Now, there's a few issues I could nitpick. Like, you got to beat the same boss 4 times because he's got different elements. Like, one's got ice, and next minute he's got lightning. It's basically the same thing. All they did was change the color and change the elements. Kind of there's a few nitpicky things here or there in Breath of the Wild. But you know what? The world is so big and so good that I really wish there was more stuff to do. Like, it should be like Red Dead Redemption, where I constantly go on every now and then and just poke around. The problem with Zelda Breath of the Wild, it was one and done. Now, I did win it and continue to play it for like 3 months. Very few games do I play more than like 2 weeks. Very few. So to sit there and say I got at least 3 solid months, and then off and on for like another 2. So I almost went a half a year, 5-6 months on that game. Although to be fair, I did for the first week play it on the Wii U, but that's neither here nor there. And then you got me the fucking Switch, and then I was like, well, there's nothing. Literally, for the first week, there was nothing to play on Switch. Because the launch lineup was weak as fuck. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to buy the game again. I'm going to get it on Switch. So I literally own 2 copies of that game. And you know what? It's absolutely worth it. I paid 120, almost $30 by the time you throw in tax. $130. That game was absolutely worth every cent. It was even, I would even give them another $130. They said, you know what, we did a lot of work on this game. We'd like you to give us another $20, just because. I'd be like, okay. Now, maybe not literally, but I'm being sarcastic, obviously. But you get my point. I mean, it was one of those games where it's like, absolutely. And then they had a little DLC section. I gotta be honest with you, for $20, I thought that was a damn good DLC. Now, some people argue, well, the hard mode shouldn't have been, included. It should have been free. Which I could agree with that, but I'm not bent out of shape over that. Because what they did is they broke it up into 3 sections. The day you get the DLC, now keep in mind, DLC hadn't even been created yet. You get these 3 chests. So, like, if I ordered it, the day I got it, boom, there was 3 chests scattered throughout this one particular little area. And you get 2 of them had random shit in it, and the other one had this Switch T-shirt, this red T-shirt that Link could wear. It was kind of goofy, but it was kind of fun. It was goofy but fun, if you get my meaning. So that was a little weak. But then they did this whole thing with the Master Sword quest. That fucking was a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed that. And then the new puzzles and shit, the new little dungeon areas, they were some of the most innovative of the entire game. Like, just little things that you had to do. Really well done. I mean, for $20. And then at the end, holy Christ, at the end, the 3rd DLC, you get this fucking, I don't even know what the hell it was. It was a bike. A literal bike, like a motorbike. And you're just riding around fucking Hyrule on a fucking bike. That was fucking awesome. I just wish there was more time to play with it. Because it's like, you get it, and it's like, that's it. Close up shop. It's all done. You got the reward. And you play with it for like 10 minutes. You're like, there's nothing else to do. And you slowly start to lose interest. Again, the problem, this game is so fucking massive that it deserves to be continuously played. This is something that I should be poking around on every couple days. Like Red Dead Redemption, I don't necessarily play it every day, but it's there, and you just kind of pop it in and go. Play for a few minutes, hope you don't get booted out, gain a little bit. It's one of those worlds you just kind of poke around in. And this is one of those worlds in Zelda. And like I said, I really wish they had some major endgame content. And I was very disappointed because when you get to Ganon, you beat him, and they show this end scene, and then when you come back, you're right where you started, and Ganon's still there, and it's like, oh, come on, man. You should have been able to beat Ganon, and have some way, like, I don't know, maybe he, like, they could have done something, like he dropped his trident or something, and you walk up to it, and you get to replay the boss, but it should have continued the story after the fact. And then they could have added in all this, like, end game stuff, where it was, like, stuff to do. Just things to poke around, Fucking great game. Really good quality fucking game. Really good quality shit. And then you had God of War. Now, I got mixed feelings about God of War. I love the PSP games. And I liked 2. I did not like 3. I thought 3 was kind of clunky. And 1 was a little But I really like the series and shit. Well, they did this really awesome thing where they completely changed it, revamped the whole thing, and did a completely different type of game. And, dude, that game is satisfying as fuck. When you can throw that axe, like, I played the entire game just throwing the axe. Like there's different combos and shit, and you can be like, "Rah, heel, hold, heel," fighting it out and shit. I played 99% of the game just flinging that axe like a boomerang, like, boom, and then calling it back and just doing it again and calling it back, doing it again. I played the entire game that way. And the idea that you can do that is so cool because, most people, they're sitting there, they're punching and kicking and this, that, and the other, and there's different things to do, different power moves, and it's like, fuck that. I just want to throw this axe and kick him in the dick. Dude, oh my god, that was so satisfying. I mean, imagine an axe, like an actual, like Viking huge honking axe, like crazy. Not like the little shit you see at the woodland shop. You can cut down a tree. You're gonna cut like cars with this. Like you could cut an entire school bus in half with this thing he's got. And the whole thing, literally the whole fucking game. That's all I did was play that way, or as much as I could. Now sometimes you had to do different things, but 90% of it, actually 99% of it, I would just stand in the back and just wing the thing. Call it back, throw it again. Call it back, throw it again. Fucking great. Absolutely great fucking game. And it deserved Game of the Year. It did deserve Game of the Year. Now, I love me some Red Dead Redemption, but Red Dead did nothing new. At all. Or this game, God of War 3, God of War, whatever the fuck the name of it was. I think it was just God of War, I think. Whatever. They completely reinvigorated the series. I want more. There definitely better be some DLC for that, or at least a sequel or some shit. I want more of that. Flinging the axe and calling it back. And then you got a game like Spider-Man. Holy Christ. Now I'm going to be honest, they did nothing new in this game. Nothing. But what they did it for the most part right. Now I don't think the battle mechanic is as good as Arkham series. Because stealth in that game, in the Spider-Man game, is very difficult to do for me. I don't know why. I mean, you're Spider-Man. You're hanging upside down above their head. It shouldn't be a problem. But I don't know. I had a lot more fun with Batman, especially in those little tiny. Because what they did, they had these little tiny bite-sized rooms that they were in. It was just fun. It was not like this drawn-out, huge, elaborate construction site where it's like, oh, he's up on this beam, and oh, he can swing over to that beam, and if somebody sees him, then the hostage gets killed no matter what happens, and you got to take him out stealth, and it's like, it should be fun. I didn't have a lot of fun with them, so whatever. But again, you look at games like that. I want more Spider-Man DLC. I want God of War DLC. I want fucking Zelda DLC. I want a shitload of Zelda DLC. I want Mario Odyssey DLC. Hell, I'd even buy Octopath Traveler DLC. That's another one. And then you compare it to this, where it's like 30 minutes into it, they're like, yeah, you can't play this till you level up. I understand it's end game content. I was end game ready. But the fucking thing was like, no, you're not. You need to grind first. You need to get up these fucking levels before you can actually do the base stuff that we're giving you on day one. That's just dumb. That's not cool, man. Now, again, if they had the first Forge, where you could actually play it the first fucking day, get a gun, so on and so forth, and then the next one comes, okay, it's a couple points a little too high, you gotta grind for the rest of the week. Maybe even slightly in the next week. Okay. But at least I could get one of them done. It's just really bad. Really piss poor decision. Piss poor decision making across the board for Bungie right now. And it's a tragedy. I mean, it's a shame. And I don't want to be like mean to these people. But whatever, man. Anyways, you know what? Fuck you. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This game like pisses me off. And then we'll go back to Smash Brothers. Oh my god. Actually, that game is... I'm not a big Smash Brothers fan. The last one I bought was on the GameCube. Melee. And I didn't buy the Wii version. I didn't buy the Wii U version. So I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm gonna get this game. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm actually really enjoying it. It is so repetitive though. But one of the coolest things, and it's the type of thing where I probably won't use all that much, but it's just really, really cool. I mean, considering that the Switch is technically a handheld device, and then if you get that game, it has almost all the music, like ever, for like every franchise that Nintendo and even non-Nintendo, like Mega Man and Sonic and Pac-Man and shit, and they have the fucking tracks there. It's like this huge list of just music. It was so fucking cool. I was listening to someone. I just want to click it and play a little bit. Click next and play a little bit. It was totally taking me back to these fucking games, especially some of the 8-bit games, the 16-bit games. Like, holy Christ, this is so cool. And there's so many fucking people. There's so many characters in this game. It's like absolutely worth the money. I almost wish I had bought the deluxe edition or whatever the hell it was they had. I mean, I will get the DLC later, but I really wish I'd bought like one of the major collector editions because, you know, you put in good content. I appreciate that. I want to give you my money. See, the difference is I'm willing to give them money because I like what they're doing. Well, with Bungie, it's like I'm reluctantly giving them money because this is still a game that at its core is fun to play. It's just there's nothing to do. It's like God of War, it's fun, there's nothing to do, you know? So I don't know. I just don't want to I want to give them money and I want to get a good product. I want to be a product that I can be proud of and be like, hey, this is great. You guys did good. You did good. This is not doing good. When I gotta put this shit on hold, that ain't good. That just ain't good. Anyways, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to talk about this anymore, so fuck you.